All right, welcome everyone. Matt here with Ian. We are getting ready to do episode 7. And this episode's focus is going to be on, well, I know it's winter, but getting your butt ready for summer. That's the theme here today. And I know we're on a ski lift. Like I said, it seems like summer's just kicking off, but it's time to start thinking summer. So I'll turn it over to Ian first, and you can talk about why we're saying that.
Well, first up, guys, welcome. And if you guys have your winter completely set up and you're no longer looking for jobs, first thing we're asking you guys to do is hit the pause button on your profile or basically update it for summer. And yeah, it's really important. One thing we are seeing already is really early hiring procedures for the Northern Hemisphere summer, and we're starting to see job advertising going up for Southern Hemisphere winter. And I think a lot of businesses have been looking at the chaos over in North America, the struggles in Japan and the European ski fields, and saying, hey, we don't want to replicate that for our summer season.
Yeah, and I think you're right too. It does seem like we get, at least with our site and data and database, it gets a flurry of use, and then people start locking in jobs. I've noticed a lot more people listening, and maybe it's not me seeing them listening, but I'm now seeing posts to the effect of, okay, I'm now giving up on Whistler as an example. And what are the other local resorts? Basically what we've been talking about for 2 months, like make a pivot, find another local resort around a city, have your season, go to Whistler on your days off or whatever you want to do, go there early. But now I think people are starting to listen, like, oh my gosh, what are the other resorts I can go to? Because this isn't happening. So that is why what I would say is we see a flurry of activity and then it slows down for us when it should actually be speeding back up. And it is in some ways, but that's why I think, to Ian's point, go get the profile updated. Don't just be like, hey, I got a job, I'm going skiing, see ya. Like, no, you got to start preparing now for summer. So go update your profile, because employers are looking for summer people now. So update that to match.
Yeah, and I'll jump in. Some of the what we're seeing is we're not seeing the ski resorts who have summer activity starting to hire for summer. They're basically still scrambling for winter.
Sure.
But we're seeing things like rafting companies. We're seeing surf schools that have in Europe and also Canada are starting to sign up to our system, and they're getting in super early. So they're not scrambling for workers now, but they are looking 6 months down the track, or 5 months down the track, and starting to already prepare. They're starting their hiring process super early. Same thing is happening in the Australian and New Zealand ski resorts. I've never seen people hiring in December before. This is normally a March thing, but they're watching what's happening over in Europe and going, we need to lock in staff pretty much now. So we've got places like Queenstown in New Zealand. So that's an all-round a Four Seasons resort, genuine Four Seasons resort. There, a lot of businesses are concentrating on their summer period, but we're also seeing so ski specific businesses starting to hire for winter. So we're seeing ski shops and ski resorts out there just going, hey, if you're interested in coming to New Zealand, it's time to start thinking about it now. So we're seeing it in Victoria as well, seeing businesses. So hotels are starting to advertise for June 2023 starts. That's really, really early. And one of the beautiful things, if you do plan early, you can tap into the very, very lucrative pre-season work that's going on in Victorian ski resorts. I was up there just recently Doing a bit of building work for the head of ski school up there, a friend of mine who's desperate for staff.
Yeah, what resort did you go to?
That was Mount Buller.
Yeah, Buller. Yep.
Yeah, so there's just nobody up there to do the building work. So if you're thinking of an Australian ski resort for Australian winter and you finish your job in April, get on board, get a job locked in, show up early, and you can be, if you're a tradesman, you can be pulling $70 an hour. If you're a skilled laborer, you're looking at $50 an hour pre-season. So there's some really good opportunities out there to lock in early. And go early, be really well prepared. Don't be that person who's scrambling, who's creating a profile in May or June, hoping to get your winter locked in, your Southern Hemisphere winter locked in. Be that person who starts looking now, update your profile now, because people are picking guys up already. Another one we've seen, a bunch of rafting companies in North America. So they are hiring now.
Yeah.
They've got the beauty of not having to hire for winter, but they're getting the job done really early.
Yeah, but I do think though you're going to see the resorts, especially the ones with summer operations, they're going to be doing the same thing. I mean, they're still, you nailed it. They're still in that scramble to staff up to get through winter, but their mindset is going to be shifting to summer very soon. And I'm sure it's already on their mind. But me back in my old role, I'd be thinking about it right now. So
yeah, my gut feel is they probably still scrambling at the moment, but come January, they're probably just trying to hold the whole thing together for opening days for the winter. But as the winter kicks in and things settle down a little bit, they'll be flipping the switch to summer, and it's going to be very early.
Yeah, no, that's a big deal. I would say right now is just keep using the site. Don't just set it and forget it. Go back in there, get your stuff updated for summer. Maybe you're already locked in for summer where you're at. That's great. Pause your profile, but do one of the two. Update it to reflect what you want for summer or pause it. So, and again, I think you said something to trades. And if you've got trade skills right now, you're going to get housing. And what do you want? What would you like us to do? Like, you're going to be front of the line, man.
And the one other thing, again, if you do pause or update your profile, you do go to the top of the list on the database, so you just get seen more. So yeah, definitely worth doing that, and giving yourself priority position on the database.
Yeah. Any other pointers, other things we're seeing right now we need to address?
Well, I was going to drop another couple of destinations. So tropical North Queensland in Australia is a big summer destination. Winter destination in Australia. So they're already starting to put the feelers out for places like Cairns and Port Douglas and Broome, trying to staff up for their busy period, which kicks in June 2023.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Nope. I think that's good. I think, we talked about sending some emails out this week and wanting to get this podcast out just to let people know. Just don't forget, like, I know the season's underway, but don't forget, you got to make a plan for next year so you don't end up in a scramble. If you were in one this year, you know what that feels like. So let's not repeat that, and let's be proactive now.
And the one other thing I was going to say is if you have got a job, fantastic, great. Hope you have a great season. But if your boss is still scrambling for staff, let them know about us, because basically we've still got a lot of crew scrambling out of the big name resorts. So Whistler Vale, Jackson Hole, those big name resorts, people are leaving them because they can't find accommodation. If you can tell your boss, go to see you next season and pick somebody off for free for this winter, that's going to make you look pretty good as well.
Yeah. All right, very cool, man. Well, I think that's about it for this episode. Again, I think it was more just getting that proactive message out there to the users to like, hey, get that mindset right, start thinking ahead. So let's not do this whole thing again.
Yep. Excellent, guys. And yeah, if you're set for the Southern Hemisphere summer, the current one coming in, or the Northern Hemisphere winter, have a great season, guys. Hope your dreams come true. Hope you waist deep in powder or getting barreled in Australia or Indonesia, wherever you may be. Just have a great time, and yeah, keep getting engaged with the profile, with the website. Keep updating your profiles.
Yep, full send. We'll see you on the next episode.